The statement we got today confirms that Judge TORRES acknowledged the fact that a Ripple SEC settlement is likely and that a Ripple SEC settlement offer is on the table. Now, just yesterday we talked about an article posted on thecryptoalert.com saying the SEC holds closed meeting to address the upcoming settlement. But something specific had actually caught our attention, and that was the main topics of discussion that were going to be spoken about and discussed within this closed meeting. Now, a lot of you guys have been saying this is a typical meeting, and I do and will say that it is, except for the fact that over the last couple months, there has been no internal Sunshine Act notice meetings, and while this month we get one on July 13th of 2023, and it is in discussions of institution and settlement of injunctive action, institution and settlement of administrative proceedings, resolution of litigation claims, and other matters related to examination and enforcement proceedings. Funny enough, if you look back at our previous videos, I do go ahead and show that in the video that there isn't any Sunshine Act notice meetings over the last couple months, and today suddenly we actually get one, and it's in discussion of settlement, so it proves to us that this is fact-based. And of course, I went and actually confirmed this article by going all the way onto the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, scrolling all the way down to the meeting section, and it shows you that there is an upcoming meeting, a closed meeting in fact, to take place on July 13th of 2023, and then you click on the Sunshine Act notice meeting. And as shown right here, it tells you the time and date of the actual meeting, the place of the meeting, and once again, the subject matter of this meeting, which of course are settlement discussions. Now, it does actually cite that there is some changes that are being made, and it said that the federal registration citation of previous announcement is July 10th, so it was previously scheduled to be on July 10th, but then previously announced time and date of the meeting is July 13th of 2023. Look at the changes. The following addition matter will also be considered during the closed meeting. Consideration of amici participation. And if we look back a couple days ago on July 4th of 2023 for the SEC Coinbase lawsuit, 2,300 crypto holders signed up as amici curiae, so of course they are signing up as amici brief. This makes me believe that this specific Sunshine Act notice meeting is going to be focused on cryptocurrencies like the Coinbase SEC lawsuit and like the Ripple SEC lawsuit. We also have to discuss the fact that there's been over 16 companies which have not only filed an amici brief, but they've also been granted the motion to file an amicus brief, and that entire thing has been already sent to Judge TORRES. So yeah, once again, it prompts the fact that definitely this Sunshine Act notice meeting is different than all the other meetings. This one right here is going to be one that is going to be focused on cryptocurrencies and the lawsuits with crypto/blockchain companies, to which Ripple is actually one of them. Funny enough, Liable actually also had its official summary judgment motion ruling today, so the judge ruled on the summary judgment motion of the Liable/SC lawsuit. Here's a summary of their massive documentation that they sent, and it's, again, I'm grabbing it from the cryptoalert.com website. They do have a simplified version. It says, in this case, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Liable Inc. in the United States Securities District Court for the District of Hampshire, with the SEC alleging that Liable conducted unregistered offerings of securities which violated the Securities Act. The SEC successfully obtained a summary judgment establishing Liable's liability for the violation. It continues on by saying that following the summary judgment, Liable filed a motion to limit the remedies sought by the SEC, as Liable had argued for a normal civil penalty of $50,000, considering that the violation did not involve fraud and were solely related to the failure to register the offering. However, the SEC requested a civil penalty of $111,614 and an injunction to restrain Liable from future violations of the Securities Act. It continues by saying that the court carefully considered the arguments from both Liable and the SEC regarding the appropriate remedies and determined that both an injunction and a civil penalty were warranted in this case. The court emphasized that Liable's violations went beyond a simple failure to register, involve actions that were more egregious in nature. Liberal's unregistered offering continues even after the lawsuit was filed, which demonstrated a risk of further violation. In terms of the civil penalty, the court agreed on the SEC with a penalty of $111,614 to, of course, that person that they're suing, by saying that injunction against Liable and ordering a civil penalty of $11,100,000. Now, the court case carefully considered the arguments from both the Liable side and the SEC with regards to the appropriate remedies, and eventually determined that both an injunction and a civil penalty were warranted in this case. The civil penalty was a bit expensive at $111,000 and $614, and of course that is trying to get cut in by half by Liable, as they try and state that they can only give $50,000. Now, before we jump further into the video, I want to take the time to ask you guys to please tap that like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I try to make them as factual and informative as possible and give it to you guys in a most simplified and straightforward format, so a simple subscription would be greatly appreciated, as well as a like and a share. Now, before we move further into this video, if you're trying to make yourself a ton of XRP by staking it, you have to use Dexpo, which is linked in the description. Now, I do want to say that they just sponsored this video, but they are actually one of the greatest platforms that I personally use to stake my XRP, and I've been staking with them for some time. Now, keep in mind, they give you your profits every single 8 hours and have over $386 million in total protocol liquidity, and that's increasing on a daily basis. They also have over 383 pairs and feature all of the top cryptocurrencies, including some of these smaller ones as well, so you can basically stake any cryptocurrency that you hold. And to top it off for you guys, they're doing a 100 XRP liquidity bonus, in which you get a 10-day liquidity bonus. The offer is limited, and make sure you guys take advantage of this. Again, the link is down in the description. They have a bunch of options like top up, withdraw, and view your transactions, and it is extremely simple to do all of this, and you can actually complete it in only a few clicks. I personally have not only been able to withdraw my profits, but also my initial investment, and they allow you to unlock your liquidity at any point in time and reap the rewards still that you have gained, so you basically don't lose. That being said, make sure you guys do use the link in the description, and let's get right back into the video. Everybody has been asking, why did TORRES delay the SEC Ripple summary judgment lawsuit ruling? Specifically, since the Liable ruling for summary judgment just released, even though the Liable lawsuit had begun after the Ripple SEC lawsuit. And to answer this question, a pro-XRP lawyer has shed light, saying that so many people are claiming something is strange because the Ripple decision is allegedly taking unusually long. Here are some facts to consider before putting your tinfoil hat on jumping to a conclusion. John E. Dean, a well-known lawyer, stated that Ripple and the SEC reply briefs were filed in December, thus TORRES' decision is now at 7 months. And Ripple isn't the only one waiting. However, in the Thor Equities case, also before TORRES, the reply briefs were also filed in December, TORRES hasn't yet ruled on. In the NY District Carpenters Fund case, TORRES' summary judgment ruling took over 8 months from the reply briefs, and in the Quillers Inc. vs. USA, it took 7 months for TORRES' decision. The Fitzer General case and several others I can name took 6 months for TORRES to rule on, and in short, I and others believed that we would see a ruling before now. There are other cases and examples that have taken an equal amount of time. TORRES is likely aware of the magnitude of her decision. He also cites that on September 31st, TORRES would be placed on the 6 months naughty judge list for the first time, and her decision would be pending over 9 months. I didn't review every case she has had, but I didn't find any that were longer than 9 months, although one was slightly longer than 8 months.
It's a currency.
Oh, good answer, man. I tell you, you've done your homework, Jimmy. Okay, there's a lot of speculation on the price of XRP after it becomes regulated, after regulatory clarity. Where do you feel that XRP, just based on your honest opinion, is going to hit, say, a month after regulation?
Yeah. So we believe that the last domino to fall on regulation right now is the SEC lawsuit, and that could be resolved in a variety of ways, but it could also be resolved in regulation coming in over the top. We know it's imminent, though, right? So when I say imminent, I would be surprised if a quarter from now we're really still embroiled in the SEC lawsuit, because I think the state of affairs throughout the world is such that we're going to need a solution like an XRP for liquidity purposes sooner rather than later. So the question is then, okay, we've magically resolved it. Where does the price go? It's easy to project that it's a double-digit number. So I think it immediately shoots up to a $10, potentially $20. The wild card to me is that there is actually a deal to be done among the central banks and governments to basically have XRP work as the world's bridge currency, a neutral asset that can be traded between the central banks to move a specific type of fiat to another type of fiat. If that's what occurs, it's back to what we were discussing earlier. It's got to cover kind of all the money. And I think you're looking at a range that XRP would settle on agreement. So this would happen instantaneously, somewhere between $10,000 and $35,000 a coin. And our lives will be, maybe the same, maybe different. I don't know. Probably a little different.
I think it'd be a little different, and it's just so
So you've heard it live from Jimmy at Vail Capital. $10 to potentially a $20 mark upon settlement instantly. That is going to happen. Real quickly, guys, I want to announce that I've officially partnered with Fairdesk, one of the greatest crypto exchange platforms to exist, and I've officially released my copy trading platform. So of course, if you do want to follow my trades, because I'm constantly trading, feel free to join my exclusive membership, which will be linked in the description. And go ahead and then type in the trade box Crypto Geek. You will literally find me right here, and you'll be able to copy all of my trades. Get ready, guys, and let's make bang. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial or legal advisor, so nothing in this video is financial or legal advice. Invest at your own risk, and of course, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.